Yo, what's good, everybody? We got another Beers with Barton, and it's Friday, May 23rd, 2025. Crazy. I actually intended to do this on Wednesday, May 21st. I'll explain in a few minutes why. But I did not get around to it. I don't remember exactly what happened towards the end of the day. But there's a lot going on, a lot of festivities. I think I just forgot to do it. So I figured, hey, I'll do it yesterday, only be a day late, and explain, well, I didn't. Ended up playing basketball last night for the first time in a while, so I didn't get home till like 11 o'clock at night, so I was not doing one. But anyway, the reason why my plan was to do this on May 21st, 2025 is because McKayla graduated 8th grade. I think they use the word promotion. Maybe that's just for elementary school. Maybe it is graduation. But anyways, wonderful ceremony on Wednesday. She graduated, passed all her year-end grades with very high. She was on the AB honor roll for all of years. I think she had straight A's in the 6th grade. I think she had 1 B in 7th. And she may have had 1 or 2 this year. And it's for every semester. So anyways, super proud of her. She did great. Her EOG, she got 5s and 4s. The 5's the highest. And she missed a 5 on her English by like 1 question, but I think math and science she got 5s. But anyways, graduated. She did great. I know she's excited, but that also means officially we have a high schooler, and it's kind of crazy to think about it that McKayla will be starting high school. August 11th, I believe, is her first day officially of high school. So it was great. Jess and I obviously went to the ceremony in the morning, and then we took the afternoon off and went out to lunch. Jessica's parents were able to go, and then she went to a graduation party at a friend's house in the neighborhood with a bunch of her girlfriends, and then had a sleepover. So almost didn't see her for most of the day after pretty much lunchtime, but she enjoyed herself, yeah, just crazy to think. Potter, what's going on, bud? Chill. It's happened. Happens quickly. I remember bringing her home from the hospital. Remember her first steps. Remember her first words. No. Yeah. And then all of the terrible 2s and what we thought was more terrible 3s. And then all the preschool days. And all of a sudden she's in kindergarten. She's so excited. I think the backpack was bigger than her. And she had to ride the bus. She insisted on it. I was very nervous and did not want to allow her to ride the bus, but Jessica said, hey, you gotta let her ride the bus, because if we say no, it'll get harder, for us to say yes later on, or she may not want to do it. It's a good independence. And Jessica was right. So she rode the bus, did that for a couple of years, and then COVID hit halfway through 3rd grade. So the end of 3rd grade, beginning of 4th was definitely interesting until we got back into it. And then middle school started, and that was kind of weird for her just because all the kids that were in our neighborhood stayed at this school, but some in the surrounding neighborhoods got rezoned somewhere else. So she didn't have hardly any of her friends. So I think 6th grade was kind of a challenge for her, but she met new people and she figured it out. And then definitely by 7th grade, if not earlier, then she didn't want to ride the bus at all anymore. So I started taking her to school and she'd ride the bus home. So things change. And then she refuses to ride the bus to high school because they start at 7:15 in the morning. So she's like, I don't want to be out there at 6:30 in the morning. And I was like, well, I don't want to drive you at 6:30 in the morning, but I'll end up driving her at 6:30 in the morning. So it's happening fast, but Jess and I are extremely proud of her and what she's accomplished. I know it's only 8th grade. It's what we expect from our kids, but still, it's a tough age. She's matured and grown a lot, especially this last year. She's kept her grades up, like I said, mostly A's and a couple B's. Still did her dance, did cheer, football and basketball this last year, and is going to try out for cheer at high school. So, she's really finding herself, and, like I said, this last year, so she's really matured and really started to, ask the right questions and, gain some life experiences. Some of them I don't love, but you got to learn them. You got to let your kids make mistakes in safe environments. It's the only way they'll learn. So anyways, pretty emotional. I know I've only got 4 summers left until she'll be going to college. I've got this one, the one between 9th and 10th, 10th and 11th, 11th and 12th. And then maybe I'll get that one 12th before college, but I feel like, a couple weeks after they graduate, they're moving. But anyways, we're going to enjoy it most we can. It's definitely different. McKayla and I have always been close, had a really good relationship. And when she was a baby, obviously she's a lot closer to mom. And then, as she went through her toddler years, she'd go back and forth between the two of us. But she's always been a daddy girl. I mean, she obviously loves her mom. And as she's getting older and at this age, you can definitely see she's obviously having more conversations with Jess, and they are definitely, their relationship has gotten closer, which is great. But that means being the father of a teenage girl, especially one that's, dating and, wanting to start learning how to drive, which will start driver's ed soon, and get a job and all this stuff. The dad usually becomes a little stricter and is less thrilled with, just becomes more protective, which I guess I've always been. So it's just different, but obviously love her to death. Very proud of her. She's wonderful. But it's just a different stage of life, and Wednesday was that next step. It's not only a big stage for her, it's big for Jess and I. I mean, again, we're 4 years from now, she'll, God willing, be getting ready to go to college. And we won't be officially empty nesters yet because, she's got to get through college and then graduate and get a job and all that stuff. So hopefully at some point she'll come back, and hopefully she decides to go somewhere that's close enough we can see her on some weekends and long holidays. So anyways, very proud of her, but pretty emotional and how fast it's going. So I love you, McKayla, to the moon. Very proud of you. So sorry I didn't do this on Wednesday. I think we were just having so much fun. And then when you went off to your party and then to your sleepover, Mom and I were just kind of hanging out and watching sports, and then I was just kind of reminiscing and all that good stuff. The night got away from me, but as you can hear, Potter's back. He's off all of his medicines. He had his last antibiotic this morning. He's been cleared. He looks great. So, and he's not on his chill pills anymore, so he's back. So anyways, met a buddy to get some beers today. Picked up this burial. This one is Riding into the Heart of Hell. It's kind of what I feel like right now. A little joking, but also, yeah, it's a big stage, for a father with a teenage daughter, for, a mother as well, for parents. But, McKayla's an only child, and we have poured all our heart and soul into her, and she's fantastic, but we don't got anything else child-wise. We're seeing this stage that just moves fast. This isn't our first, and we have someone coming behind a few years and get to enjoy it and have more perspective. Like, this is it. Everything is new to her and us. So it's kind of interesting. So anyways, we're proud of her. I can't believe how fast she's growing up. That's nuts. Like I said, she'll start driver's ed, the class portion in September. You got to be 14 and a half. So that's when she'll be eligible to do that. I've already taken her out driving once, and I'll do it some more this summer, and then she'll be driving for a few months until she gets her permit, and then driving some more with us. So cheers to McKayla, the root beer queen. I love you, to the moon. Good beer, dribble a little. That's it. That's all I got in me. Again, huge milestone. So proud of her. But also, it's crazy how fast life is moving. That's it. Until next time.